Good afternoon once again. Welcome to Channel 44. I am Mercy Gashegu Sembatia together with Livingstone Kawesi for sign language interpretation and translation, and
Noah Harris to come to you with our latest local business news. In our first stories to rush through, the Vice President of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, has been today installed the Chancellor of St. Lawrence University, surpassing all odds as the first female university chancellor in the country. This ordination has been countersigned at the 13th graduation ceremony at St. Lawrence University, where it is reported of a total number of 530 students graduated in the university in different courses. Alupo, in her speech, kudos the management of St. Lawrence University for appointing her as the chancellor and pledged a total commitment for her assigned duties and guaranteed total support for the university to greater heights. In the same spirit, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo applauded the St. Lawrence University for prioritizing the courses that the current market targets and called upon the management to stick on the University and Tertiary Institutions Act that is so present. In the same locus, State Minister for Primary Education, Dr. Marik Kadu, also praised the university for its greater contribution towards the academic course which they offer in the line of the National Council for Higher Education, which make these students of great influence in the society, even in terms of religious stands and ethics. In the same place, Dr. Mike Sebaru, the chairman board of the university, has shed more light on the pillars of the university's stand on the university, has shed more light on the pillars of the university stand, and these, he said, information technology, business, entrepreneurship that help students survive on them in the day-to-day modules. Contrarily, and in the same manner, Dr. Mike also emphasized the need for the university to secure the university charter. Dennis Kato compiled the tale for us.
This office diligently in order to move St. Lawrence University to even greater heights. Indeed, this comes at the right time when you are also remembering the service rendered by Professor Lawrence Kibi, not only to the education sector but also other sectors in the country. Let me thank St. Lawrence University for prioritizing programs which are relevant to the world of work. Please continue refining your programs to suit the market needs, especially the private sector. I implore you to continue treading on the path of the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act as amended. And I thank the Executive Director, National Council for Higher Education, because she has already given us the evidence that you are working closely with our entity in order to acquire the university charter.
Our sincere appreciation to the St. Lawrence University fraternity for the academic progress which has so been registered, the courses that have been approved by the National Council, courses which are marketable, which can easily get job, and especially the science-based courses. We are equally happy for St. Lawrence for impacting values which are based on Christianity, values that uphold our morals, values that uphold our cultural ethics and values. We want to thank you.
What cuts across all the three pillars are the three threads of information and communication technology, as well as business entrepreneurship. These form the niche business of St. Lawrence University, very well crafted to align with current aspirations and needs of our community and country at large. We highly appreciate the university management that takes care of the day-to-day implementation of policies which enable the best performance of St. Lawrence University, and so the case we are witnessing today.
Well, congratulations to all graduates that have graduated at that St. Lawrence University today. All the best as you start a new life. Moving on to our international business news, when Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine 1 year ago, Western countries hit back with unprecedented sanctions to punish Moscow and pile pressure on President Vladimir Putin. The aim to deal an economic blow so severe that Putin would reconsider his brutal war. Russia's economy did weaken as a result, but it also showed surprising resilience. As demand for Russian oil fell in Europe, Moscow redirected its barrels to Asia. The country's central bank staved off a currency crisis with aggressive capital controls and interest rate hikes. Military expenditure supported the industrial sector, while the scramble to replace Western equipment and technology lifted investments. Cracks are starting to show, and they will widen over the next 12 months. And the European Union, which spent more than $100 billion on Russian fossils in 2021, has made huge strides in phasing out purchases. The bloc, which dramatically reduced its dependence on Russian natural gas last year, officially banned most imports of Russian crude oil by sea in December. It enacted a similar bloc on refined oil products this month. Those measures are already straining Russia's finances as it struggles to find replacement customers are willing to pay high prices. The government reported a budget deficit of about 1,761 billion rubles for January. Expenditure jumped 59% year over year, while revenue plunged 35%. And major UK supermarkets have started rationing their sale of some staple fruits and salad vegetables, blaming poor weather that has depressed production in Spain and North Africa. Tesco, UK's biggest supermarket, confirmed to the press yesterday that it had temporarily capped the number of packs of tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers to 3 per customer. The press was notified that it was temporarily limiting purchases of some items to 3 packs per customer. These include tomatoes, peppers, cucumber, and lettuce. It had also imposed a cap of 2 packs per customer, and a German discount grocery chain announced yesterday that it would also introduce a limit on 3 packs per person on those items in its UK stores.
Qantas has announced half-year profits of more than $1.4 billion in a dramatic turnaround of the airline's fortune since last year. It comes after the company lost more than $7 billion during the pandemic when Austria imposed strict travel rules. Its troubles continued last year with a slew of criticism over cancelled flights, lost luggage, and delays. The airline said strong demand of flights, higher airfares, and cost-cutting were behind its rebound. Chief Executive Alan Joyce said revenue had tripped for the 6 months to the end of December to almost $10 billion as pandemic travel restrictions were eased.
And in Hong Kong, several population Chinese apps have removed access to ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence chat box that has taken the world by storm, even as major Chinese tech companies race to develop their own equivalent. ChatGPT, developed by the American research lab OpenAI, is not officially available in China, but several apps of the Chinese social media platform WeChat had previously allowed access to the chat box without the use of a VPN or foreign mobile number. Those doors now appear shut, and earlier this week, the apps ChatGPT Robot and AIGC Chat Robot said their programs had been suspended due to violation of relevant laws and regulations without specifying which laws. Two other apps, ChatGPT AI and Chat AI Conversation, say their ChatGPT services went offline due to relevant business changes and policy changes. Then app Shenlan BL was even more vague, citing various reasons for the shutdown. Though it's unclear what prompted these closures, there are signs China may be soaring on ChatGPT. On Monday, state-run media released a video claiming the chat box could be used by U.S. authorities to spread disinformation and manipulate public opinion, pointing to its response regarding the Xinjiang as supposed evidence of bias. And the steel industry has raised concerns that more jobs could be cut before any government support for electricity bills kicks in. Gareth Stess, Director General of Industry Body UK Steel, said British Steel's decision to axe 260 jobs could be the start of a trend in the sector. The government has set out plans to reduce electricity costs for energy-intensive industries from next year. Electricity costs have soared for firms which make steel, paper, and chemicals. The government has proposed changes it said would bring the energy costs to the UK's energy-intensive industries in line with those charged in other major economies.
In Northeast Asia, Japanese motor industry giants Toyota and Honda say they have agreed to give their workers in the country the biggest pay rise in decades. They are the latest firms in the world's third largest economy to increase wages as prices jump. Official figures published last month show Japan's rate of inflation was at the highest level in over 40 years. That has put pressure on business and authorities to help people as their spending power shrinks. Each year, Japanese firms typically hold pay talks with unions for weeks before announcing their decisions around the middle of March.
Still in Tokyo, Toyota Motor, the world's biggest automaker, said yesterday it would accept a union demand for the biggest base salary increase in 20 years and a rise in bonus payments as Japan steps up calls for businesses to hike pay. As one of Japan's biggest employers, Toyota has long served as a bellwether of the spring labor talks, which are in full swing at major companies. Many are expected to conclude swiftly as the government seeks inflation, beating wage hikes to ease burdens on consumers. The automaker's incoming president, Koji Sato, said the decision to accept the union's demands in full at the first round of talks and was meant not just for Toyota, but also the industry as a whole, and the hope that it will lead to frank discussions between labor and management at each company. Within hours of Toyota's announcement, rival Honda Motor said it had agreed to union demands for a 5% pay increase. The average monthly base salary rise of 12,500 yen at Honda is the biggest jump since at least 1990. Toyota and the Union Federation, representing 357,000 Toyota Group workers, say the base pay rise was the biggest in 2 decades, though they both declined to provide a percentage increase. And finally, Arsenal Women Football Club has
got for the rain droplets that just dropped today, and I don't know why all rounds of media are making fun of this rain. I don't know if you have heard about it or you have any idea.
It's been a hot season, and this rain comes as a blessing to cool down the weather that has been hot and scorching lately, given the season of, it's been a dry season.
Sure.
So we thank God for the rain that poured today.
We thank God, and we continue to inform you about where you can get us. You're so lucky that you are with us or you're seeing us, but you have friends that haven't known where they can get us, or they can get the best name in television, or they go through a random series of suffering, pressing their remotes and numbers, but they cannot get us. We have made this easier to inform you about where you can get us. On DSTV, you shall get us on plate number 297, and then GoTV 812 Star Times 290, Zuku TV on 056, Azam TV, just tell them to put 152 on their remote, they shall be able to get us. Then free to air on number 12. We are also on your TV and Afro Mobile TV and Airtel TV. If you have Star Times satellite, also you can get us on 468, all in the names of Channel 44, the best name in television.
Well, that brings us to the end of this afternoon's business news segment. Thank you for watching Channel 44. We'll surely return tomorrow, Friday, with the latest international news update and together with the local news. The Big Tunes program is up next with DJ Nick D and DJ Kush. Today is Thursday. Remember to come for the revival service here at the Miracle Center Cathedral. Pastor Robert Kayanja will be interpreting dreams, ministering to all of us. We have had different encounters with the Holy Spirit. Many have been delivered, very many have testimonies, many have broken through. Come and be part of it. Your life will not remain the same again. Otherwise, I remain Masiga Shegu Sembatia to wish you a very lovely evening together with
Noah Harris, Bill Clinton, when you promised me to